Hi, this is Anita with 5 Minutes with Art. To go to Paris, or maybe you're going to go travel to Paris this summer or sometime, and you're going to go to the Louvre Museum, which most people will go to. You know, what do you go see? What do you go spend your time to see? It's such a huge, vast museum. Well, first of all, the number one thing that most people go see is the Mona Lisa. You know, the Mona Lisa, of course, is the crown of the jewel of the Louvre Museum. And some people go there and buy a ticket only to see the Mona Lisa. But, you know, we recommend that, you know, besides seeing the Mona Lisa, there are some other great things that you can also see there too. But of course, the Mona Lisa is a great painting to go see. It's it's a fabulous, work of art. But the other things you can go see there is there's a lot of French paintings. There's some large scale French paintings at the Louvre Museum. One of the reasons why we recommend these paintings is because of the fact that they tell the tale of French history, of these, they're greater than often life-size paintings. They're not just paintings. They're historical narratives painted that talk about an era of France that was before. So if you're going to France, go check out these large-scale French paintings. You'll learn a lot about French history in the process. You'll be able to dwell back in the eras of kings and queens. You'll be able to learn about battles and monarchs and during a lot of these eras of art, particularly during the Baroque and neoclassical periods. And you'll be able to see some of the great artists of this time. One of them is a painting from 1830 of Liberty Leading the People, a great and fabulous painting about Lady Liberty. This painting shows some of the idealism of France during the time. It's got some great lighting, the energy of the masses, Liberty herself, and this revolutionary spirit of the 1830s. Another great painting is the one of the Coronation of Napoleon painting, where it shows when Napoleon was crowned in 1807. You're just struck by the sheer magnificence of the Imperial Theater. The painting captures the strategic political moment, crafted to perfection, that broadcasts Napoleon's message of power to the world. This really shows, how important Napoleon was during this time to France. It immortalizes, the Napoleonic era of the French time and French history. If you'll go to another part besides going to see the Mona Lisa, go see some of these large-scale French paintings and learn something about the history of France in the process. The other one are the timeless statues and sculptures that are in the Louvre also too. That the sculptures housed in Louvre they sort of stand as these silent guardians of history. They talk about Greek and Roman sculptures and their quest for idealized beauty. You can learn more about the gods and the heroes of during this time. So when you go there, you can be able to not just see the French era of history, but also see some of the Greek and Roman eras. You can look at the fine craftsmanship, the details, of these sculptures and how, they basically just had these tremendous details of each of the sculptures that they did. It's an, exploration of all these wonderful masterpieces. So when you go and you buy the ticket there to the Louvre, don't just buy the ticket and just see the Mona Lisa and leave, which is what a lot of people actually do. They just go, they see the Mona Lisa, take a picture with the Mona Lisa and walk out. Plan to take a little bit more time and at least see these other two areas of the Louvre Museum so that you can see part of some of the museum itself and in the process learn a bit about history and see some other great works of art and some other great works of artists that have lived throughout time. We've written a blog post on this which is entitled, "What are the must-see masterpieces at the Louvre Museum?" And you can look at this and you can be able to learn more about some of the other masterpieces and places and sections you should go in the museum itself to be able to see these great works of art. We hope that you have enjoyed this podcast. If so, we'd love to have you subscribe and be part of our community and join with us. So press that subscribe button now and join with us to learn a little bit about art each week.